Good evening, viewers. This is Apex News India. I am Deepika S. Lingdor, welcoming you to the news. Let us first take a look at the headlines. And now the news in detail. A fatal road traffic accident (RTA) occurred last night at Nongpor proper opposite Nongpor Civil Hospital around 10:20 p.m. According to police, the accident took place when a motorcycle KTM Duke, registration number ML05Y3698, coming from the wrong side, collided head-on with a night bus registration number AS01GV3288 that was traveling from Guwahati towards Shillong. The impact was severe, causing the motorcycle to catch fire, which later spread and completely gutted the vehicle. The unidentified bike rider died on the spot. However, swift action by Fire and Emergency Services Nongpor Station prevented the flames from spreading further and ensured the passengers of the bus were safely evacuated. Police confirmed that all necessary legal and accidental formalities were completed at the scene. The deceased body has been shifted to Nongpor Civil Hospital, where a post-mortem examination will be conducted today.
Alam mutiai for posting ye ngadang match cricket match nasi yesno sawai kumabom bombere ngada thia highway te ka dia be gumta ta kun kamare jubar apai badon maying bo kala plu ka bos kala papa kam pas la plu ka bos por dangwan ninga kidang gadar arlain kena bayar banmi kiri penja na po bos te ki kemlele de brief penja kalau tambah beli itu punya bike ini sudah masuk anak itu punya bike luar darong side nanti naneng ada nanti nadu naneng itu nembak menjadi residu di kabas
bat tuba ada serang
The court has rejected the bail application of accused Sonam Raghuvanshi. The matter has now been committed to the Sessions Judge of East Khasi Hills District, Shillong. Providing details, Sujit Dey, counsel appointed by the family of Raja Raghuvanshi, informed that a special public prosecutor had also been designated to conduct the case on behalf of the prosecution. The bail plea was heard last Friday and again on Monday, during which written arguments were submitted opposing the release of the accused. The prosecution counsels argued that considering the seriousness of the charges, the accused should not be released from judicial custody. After detailed hearings, the court denied bail and committed the case to the Sessions Court for trial. The charge sheet and related documents will now be formally transferred to the Sessions Court, where the matter will be taken up for further hearing. The prosecution has assured that it will pursue the case vigorously to ensure justice is delivered and the guilty are punished as per law.
We have prayed that the accused, Sonam Raghuvanshi, should not be released on bail. We have given a written argument, and special public prosecutor has also argued. However, the matter was again refixed on Monday. On Monday, the matter was heard, and it was heard in land. So today, as per the uh, website, we came to know that the bail application has been rejected of Sonam, and the matter has been committed to Session Judge East Castle District, Shillong.
The next hearing of when?
That we have to check from the website because the matter has been committed now before the session court. The entire documents will go to the session court. The charge sheet, a copy of the charge sheet, and then the court will give us a date. Notice will be issued probably. So we will appear and we will always support the prosecution as special public prosecutor was appointed, Mr. K.C. Gautam. Mr. Patience is a good friend of mine. So we will work hard and see that justice is delivered and whoever has committed the crime, they should be punished as per the law.
The Supreme Court remarked that the property of a Hindu woman dying without a will and leaving behind no husband and children goes to her husband's heirs and not to her family, as her gotra changes when she marries under the Hindu law. These remarks came on Wednesday, while the top court was hearing a plea challenging Section 15(1)(b) of the Hindu Succession Act 1956, which provides that when a Hindu woman dies intestate, her property passes to her husband's heirs if she leaves no husband or children. During the proceedings, the bench led by Justice B.V. Nagaratna reminded petitioners to consider the cultural framework underlying the law. Before you argue, please remember, this is Hindu Succession Act. What's the meaning of Hindu? How is Hindu society regulated? What's the meaning? Though you may not like to use all those words, but Kanyadan, when a woman is married, her gotra is changed, her name is changed. She can seek maintenance from her husband, the bench noted. New Delhi, India's defense sector is undergoing a dramatic transformation. Speaking at an awareness session on defense production and MSMEs, Shri Lokesh Kumar Sharma, Deputy Director General NDCD, Department of Defense Production, said, "The new normal is self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense. Earlier, we were dependent on foreign companies. Now we are moving 180 degrees opposite, self-dependent and also suppliers to the world," Sharma said. The results are striking. Defense exports touched rupees 23,000 crore in financial year 2025, marking a sharp rise and putting India firmly on the path of becoming a global supplier. Sharma highlighted the government's flagship IDEX, Innovation in Defense Excellence Scheme, as a game changer for startups. Citing an example, he said, a startup developed a robotic firefighting system for Navy ships, a breakthrough solution ensuring safety in narrow ships passages where human firefighters face grave risks. On challenges faced by MSMEs, Sharma admitted the biggest hurdle is lack of awareness. Defense was nominated by big players earlier, but with Indian companies entering the sector, MSMEs that supplies to civilian industry can now equally become Tier 2 and Tier 3 suppliers for defense production, he added. With Make in India gaining ground, rising exports and startups bringing in innovation, India's defense sector is steadily moving towards its vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, not just securing borders, but also shaping the global defense market.
Whatever the earlier system was there, that we used to be dependent upon the foreign companies. So that we have to just do 180-degree opposite. That we are completely self-dependent, Atmanirbhar in defense, and not only that, we are suppliers to the other countries for defense equipment. If you see the current exports, as per the latest data for the financial year 25, the defense exports have crossed 23,000 crores, which is a big leap. So we are moving forward in that direction.
Okay. So is there any specific schemes for these startups?
Startups, yes, there is a specific scheme which I told earlier in my address, that IDEX, which is Innovation in Defense for Excellence, that is a game changer, you can say, because IDEX is primarily meant for startups, and a couple of startups have come up through IDEX.
Food processing technology for Bharat Chamber of Commerce, the organizing partner chamber here today. I'm also the national level resource person for FSSAI for the food safety awareness program that you are seeing. And I'm here today to discuss on the different aspects of food safety and food processing in the second part of the session today.
Okay. So can you just tell us something about the food safety in this program?
See, as a whole, FSSAI, Food Safety Standard Authority of India, all over India, we are running Mission Food Safety. And the umbrella mission that we have is called Eat Right. So in this, we are trying to promote some of the most important causes, cases of food safety, where we are talking about thoda kam karo, thoda namak kam karo, thoda tel kam karo, thoda ghee kam karo, thoda chini kam karo. That's one of our fundamental mission. And because this is directly related with the health of the people of this country. और अगर भारत को हमें आगे लेके जाना है तो ये इम्पोर्टेंट है कि यहाँ पे लोग सिर्फ स्वस्थ रहे और mentally and physically both. And food is definitely going to play a very important role. And along with this, today I had a lot of scholars and industry people coming here, so I thought I will use this same platform.
This is an awareness session on defense production for MSMEs. MSME is an important part and backbone of the whole industry of India. But in defense, so far the MSMEs are not being a part because SOPA is a restricted zone. Since 2016, it is open for MSMEs. And since 2016, we are trying to promote this one amongst players and diversify. So here we are in Meghalaya or in the Northeast, so those people who are in some other business, they can also diverse and join this defense initiative of the government of India.
So what do you expect?
Our expectation from Meghalaya industry, especially in MSMEs, is that they are so far supplying civil supply to the military, to the other wings of the ministry, defense ministry. So they are supplying a civil supply. So there's another opportunity to join the defense production. It's a long-term business, huge opportunities, and India, with its Atmanirbharata, self-reliant, we are doing wonder and doing export also. So this is there are no they can explore like anything.
Violence broke out in Leh on September 24th as protesters set fire to the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP office and a CRPF van in capital of Ladakh. At least 4 people were killed and over 70 injured during the violence, and a curfew was imposed in Leh, the largest town and administrative center of Ladakh. Before Wednesday's violence, the protests were being held peacefully for last 2 weeks. Climate activist Sonam Wangchuk, who led the protest with a hunger strike, condemned the Wednesday's violence, asserting that it was an outburst of the young generation that brought them onto the streets. The University of Science and Technology Meghalaya USTM, in broad collaboration with the 42 Meghalaya Battalion NCC, inaugurated the Combined Annual Training Camp 2025 CETC 103 today, marking a significant moment in the university's commitment to youth empowerment and national development. The inauguration ceremony commenced with a ceremonial flag installation by visiting army personnel, including the prestigious NCC Lancer flag and T flags. The occasion was graced by a disciplined guard of honor presented by the NCC cadets, showcasing the precision and pride of the National Cadet Corps. Famous singer Zubeen Garg's demise has left the world in deep sorrow. For his fans, it came as a huge shock. Not only his admirers, but the entire music fraternity was also left grieving by his untimely death. Many personalities from the music industries were seen remembering Zubeen in their own heartfelt ways.
No matter what month of the year, when the time comes that the dark clouds comes to overshadow us, it is always the cycle of life. We must learn the soul and the spirit of acceptance, because without that, our life will be meaningless, our life will be fruitless. We will not have a sense of purpose. Of course, these are the dark times, not only for the people who are gathered here, not only for the people of Assam, not only for the people of Northeast, but for the entire country as well. And I am sure that fellow Assamese and fellow artists who are somewhere in European countries, somewhere in US, and somewhere in Canada, we are sharing what we are. The loss of a friend of us all. He's not only your friend, not only my friend. He is a friend of us all. So, once you are on that path, when the journeys end, someone else has to carry the torch. And this is one thing which is
Sila 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 moi tora kajore uri uri puru moi daore puhore sila 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 moi tora kajore ঘুরি ঘুরি ফুরু মই মনরা
आज दोस्तों सब सही जा रहा था, अचानक से ये खबर मिली कि मेरे बहुत ही अजीज, बहुत ही प्यारे दोस्त जुबिन गर्ग, जिन्हें हम बहुत सालों की हमारी दोस्ती थी, अचानक से नहीं रहे। और यही है कहानी। और आई थिंक इस गाने के जरिए जिंदगी let pay my homage, my respects, a love to my dear colleague, my dear friend Zubin. We've had some wonderful, beautiful times together, and I'm guilty of not being in touch and not spending enough time with him. कहाँ मिलेंगे पता नहीं. That's life, I guess.
है ये कैसी डगर चलते हैं सब मगर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं.
It's a story of all our lives, but while we are here, we got to make the best of every moment. हर पल को प्यार से मोहब्बत से जिए.
जुबिन गर्ग के जाने का मुझे बहुत दुख है. मुझे उनका गाना अच्छा लगता था. असम के दो सिंगर्स ने इस बीच बहुत नाम किया, पापोन और जुबिन गर्ग. तो ये अचानक जुबिन का चले जाना बहुत ही दुखदाई है. मैं 15 दिन पहले ही उनके साथ एक कॉन्सर्ट कर रहा था टाटा थिएटर मुंबई में. श्री भूपेन हजारिका जी की सेंटेनरी फंक्शन था ये. मैंने भी गाया, उन्होंने गाया, सुरेश वाडकर जी ने गाया. तो मैं जुबीन को मिला, उनके साथ बैठ के कुछ बातें की। बहुत सजे धजे, खूब चमक के स्टेज पे आते हैं वो, बहुत पसंद करते हैं, प्यार करते हैं लोग उनको। तो इनका जाना और फिर ऐसी तकलीफ से जाना बहुत दुख की बात है। ईश्वर से प्रार्थना है उनकी आत्मा को शांति दे और उनके परिवार के लोगों को शक्ति दे ये दुख सहने की।
We are so unfortunate যে আমরা গতকাল ওনাকে হারিয়েছি। উনি নিজে বাঙালি ছিলেন না, কিন্তু উনার বাঙালির প্রত্যেক বাড়িতে বাড়িতে এখন ওনার বাংলা গান বাজে। যিনি বাংলা ইন্ডাস্ট্রির একটা নতুন ভয়েস হয়ে এসেছিলেন, প্রত্যেক কম্পোজারের স্বপ্ন ছিল ওনাকে নিয়ে কাজ করা। তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো কার কথা বলছি? আমরা সবাই জানি, আমরা সবাই শোকাহত। আমি সবাইকে অনুরোধ করব, আমাদের সবার প্রিয় শিল্পী শ্রদ্ধেয় জুবিন গার্গ, ওনাকে স্মরণ করে আমরা 30 সেকেন্ডস নীরবতা পালন করব। সবাই যদি একটু কষ্ট করে উঠে দাঁড়ান, 30 সেকেন্ড আমরা নীরবতা পালন করব। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ এভরিওয়ান।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ এভরিওয়ান। 30 সেকেন্ডস আমরা একটু সাইলেন্ট থাকবো। টাইম স্টার্টস নাও। Thank you so much. He lived a life like a rock star. He delivered hits like a rock star. Zubeen Garg will never be forgotten and will always hold a golden name in all our hearts. Rothajit and Nilayon, এবার আপনাদের জন্য একটা ছোট্ট ট্রিবিউট ফর জুবিন গার্গ আমাদের সকলের তরফ থেকে।
The National Investigation Agency NIA has registered a case to investigate the robbery of rupees 18.85 crore from a Punjab National Bank PNB branch in Manipur in 2023. The incident occurred on November 30th, 2023 at the PNB branch in Viewland, Ukhrul district, according to the NIA's FIR. Authorities said that the robbery was allegedly carried out by armed cadres of the eastern faction of the NSCN-IM, National Socialist Council of Nagaland, Isaac Mueva, led by self-styled Lieutenant Colonel then Major P. Joseph alias P. Jackson from Kamjong District's Roni village. The group is believed to have aimed to procure sophisticated weaponry to strengthen its position in Myanmar. The case was registered following an order from the Union Home Ministry dated September 3rd, 2025, after Joseph and other cadres were arrested by Nagaland police on July 30th, 2025 and handed to Manipur police the next day. In a breakthrough for security forces, police have arrested a key Lashkar-e-Taiba LET operative linked to the Pahalgam terror attack. The arrest reportedly took place in South Kashmir's Kulgam district and is seen as an important step in dismantling terror support networks in the region. The accused has been identified as 26-year-old Muhammad Yusuf Kataria, a seasonal teacher and resident of Kulgam. According to police, Yusuf was actively associated with Lashkar-e-Taiba and its shadow outfit, the Resistance Front, TRF. Investigations revealed that he had supplied logistical support and equipment to terrorists who were killed in the recent Dachigam forest encounter, codenamed Operation Mahadev. Evidence linked him to terrorists. Reports suggest that the police said that the arrest was made after examining weapons and equipment recovered from the encounter site. The forensic analysis confirmed Yusuf's role in helping the terrorists operating in the Pahalgam area. His involvement including providing material assistance that aided their movement and operations. Italy will recognize a Palestinian state only if all Israeli hostages are released and the Hamas militant group is excluded from any government role, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said on Tuesday. I am not against the recognition of Palestine, but we should set ourselves the right priorities, Meloni told reporters, announcing her government would present a motion to Parliament on the issue. Well, dear viewers, let us now take a look at some fast-track news.
President Donald Trump has said,
"Or the war is being funded by NATO. NATO is buying our equipment. In fact, I don't want to make money on that war. I don't want to, but we are actually making money on that war because they're buying our equipment, as you know."
But when India buys Russian oil for its own energy security, US officials accuse India of profiteering from the Ukraine war. A retired general of Pakistan Army has said that Pakistan Air Force doesn't have the ability to meet its commitments under the recently signed security pact with Saudi Arabia. China's third aircraft carrier Fujian has successfully carried out its first electromagnetic aircraft launch system-assisted takeoff with the J-15 J-35 stealth aircraft and KJ-600 carrier-based AWACS. Business Standard has reported that the 4th S-400 Regiment has been delivered to the Indian Air Force, and the 5th Regiment will be delivered in 2026. The chairman of Taiwan's Strategic and Wargaming Studies has urged Taiwan. Noida-based Angeli Technoplast has unveiled its self-healing bunker wall for enhanced battlefield protection. The 13th series production Tejas Mark 1A fighter jet successfully completed its maiden flight powered by a Category BF-404 engine from the existing inventory of Hindustan Aeronautics. Hindustan Aeronautics has confirmed that MBDA's Astram missile will replace the Russian R-73 as the primary close combat missile for the Tejas Mark 1A once integration trials are validated. India and Morocco has signed a MOU on defense cooperation to boost collaboration in counter-terrorism, maritime security and cyber defense. Garden Reach Shipbuilders has bagged a $62 million export order from a Germany-based shipping company for the construction of 4 hybrid multipurpose vessels. Bangalore-based Rosil Texas has won a long-term contract with Boeing to supply up to 1,200 electrical panel assembly shipsets for the T-7A Red Hawk trainer through 2033. An internal assessment by the Indian Air Force has concluded that the previous sanctioned strength of 42 combat squadrons is no longer sufficient due to China-Pakistan rapidly expanding and modernizing their fleets, and the review proposes a 35% increase in strength to up to 57 squadrons, which will require clearance from the Cabinet Committee on Security. The Print has reported that India is examining the direct procurement of 40 Su-57 fighters in flyaway condition from Russia as a stopgap long-range strike platform, with a proposal under consideration for local manufacturing of 100 more units at Hindustan Aeronautics Nashik facility. The procurement of 140 Su-57 is separate from the 114 Rafale F-4 deal, and will come equipped with 400 km range R-37M hypersonic air-to-air missile and 2000 km range Mach 10 capable Kinzhal hypersonic air-to-ground missile, 4500 km range Russian Kh-101 stealth cruise missile, alongside a large weapons bay for deep strike missions. GTRE has confirmed performance specifications for the Ghatak unmanned combat aerial vehicle, stating that the 13-ton stealth drone will achieve Mach 0.9 speed and a 35,000 feet service ceiling. It will be powered by a 52 kN dry cavalry engine, and combined with stealth shaping and radar-absorbent material coatings, will offer a combat radius of over 2,960 km and a ferry range of 5,560 km. According to DRDO and independent assessments, the DRDO developed 2-TAM radar for the Tejas Mark 1A has demonstrated 25% superior performance over the Israeli LM-2052 radar selected for the 83 Tejas Mark 1A. Over 125 flight trials on Tejas aircraft have validated its air-to-air and air-to-ground modes, and electronic warfare integration tests for the UTAM radar is currently underway.
Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.